Greetings, everybody, and a fine how do you do. This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live with a Captain Strangelife tribute. Let me tell you a little bit about this guy. Well, first, the story starts with me, of course. About 2 summers ago, I started getting back into some comic book collecting. I was really liking the look of these Marvel Zombie covers, and we had got the trade at the at my library, so I decided, I'm gonna, collect some of these single issues, and I was able to track some of these Marvel Zombie issues down on eBay, and then slowly but surely, I kind of started getting back into collecting. I found out DC had a new 52, and they were rebooting all their titles, so I was kind of interested in that, so I started reading those, and slowly but surely, I got back into comic book collecting. What I had done, I had made a 3-part video series called Great Legends Guide to Comic Book Collecting. Very successful, and I wanted to keep on, looking up stuff other than, what I knew. I wanted to go out on the YouTube and see what other people did for comic book collecting as well. So pretty much I typed in comic book collecting, comic book tips on collecting, and I came across this guy named Captain Strangelife, and the first thing that got me was just that name, Captain Strangelife. I mean, it sounds like some kind of a comic that could be in the pulp era of comics, like Green Hornet or something like that. And it's like, wow, this is kind of a cool name. So I started watching the guy, and really cool. He had a basement. I don't know, there's just something about basements that's cool. In Texas, we don't really have a lot of basements, but this guy had a basement. And not only that, it was a pretty big basement with like a lot of stuff, a lot of treasures in it too. So I started watching him. I watched his Amazing Spider-Man collection videos. I thought that was really cool. I don't really have many of those, but I thought that was really neat. I really enjoyed his comic book collecting tip videos. I learned this from him, where you could take a label, like those label makers, and you can make labels and then put them on divider cards. You can put them on the outside of your comic book boxes. There was one where he had a little, almost like a packaging slip envelope, and you could put a note card in there. Or actually put the packaging like slip type see-through envelope on your comic book box, and then you can just put 3x5 index cards in there to show what's in the box and everything like that, so you don't mark up your box with like a Sharpie or whatnot. So all of these little things I learned from him. I also found out how to make a cardboard spacer for your comic book boxes so your comics don't tip over. Just so much information I learned from Captain Strangelife. And I'm sorry this is going kind of long, but that's just kind of my introduction to, one of the greatest guys here in this comic book community. A lot of us out there, we call him the Godfather of comics. That's pretty cool, but I really like calling him the King of pop culture, because he has comics, he has posters, he has books, he has little trinkets and toys, and a lot of times when someone has a really big collection like that, there'll be like the envious people out there. Oh my God, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. Blah blah blah. But really, it's not all about that. And it's not. He's not a kind of person that's like gloating over what he has. But what I really love about Hans, for you that don't know, his name's Hans. But what I love about him is he always has a story with whatever he shows. And that's something that really is dear to me, because there's been many people in my own personal family that are the storytellers. They're the elders that tell the stories. My granddad's brother, he always told a lot of stories, even though a lot of them were tall tales, but we all, listened and kind of had a chuckle. My aunt was really big. My dad's sister, really huge into telling me about the family history, the family stories, because my dad doesn't really tell much about the history, but I love listening to her. But the thing I love about Hans is you're getting not only, you get to see the atom, but you get the huge definitive story behind the atom. Almost like Hans could be like working at some museum or something, because there's just so much information there, about his collecting through the years. I mean, he's been a collector since childhood all the way up to adulthood. He's just an awesome guy. I highly encourage all of my fans of the Great Legend Show, check out Captain Strangelife, because he has so much information to tell. He's got a great heart. He's the kind of guy, like, if he watches your video and you need, you may be missing something, and if he has it, he'll give it to you. He's kind of like one of those guys where I can picture it now. If there's someone that needs help, he's the kind of guy that would give the shirt off his back, to make sure this other person's okay and whatnot. He's also so nice, he private messages you, he comments on the videos. There's just no other guy like him, and he's just real dear to my heart, man. I love you, Hans, man. You're the best. Another thing I thought that some of us in the community have said is, and I've gotten tweets from people like Roger, the old Captain Cummings used to do it too. A lot of people would say, Captain Strangelife has a new video up. Cap's got a new video up. Hans got a new video up. It's like, oh shoot, I gotta check that out right now, because it really is. His videos are pretty much the cream of the crop. They're the ones I really enjoy the most, and he's just a great guy. I'm pretty much speechless on what else to say, but yeah. Oh, what else? It's been very touching and a little teary-eyed situations when I've watched everyone else's tribute videos, because I could take everything from every tribute video that's been done on him, and it still wouldn't be enough. But that's how much important this guy is to the community, and it's great to see him kind of come back, kind of get back into the to the community as well, slowly but surely. Hans will be back to the community full time. So just awesome. Hans, we love you. Sorry this video was long. I hope it wasn't too long, man, and we'll see you soon. This is the Great Legend for Hans, aka Captain Strangelife, the godfather of comics, the king of pop culture. I'm saying peace out. God bless.